Hey, I'm Sam, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to boost your credit score by 100 points in just 30 days, step by step. Now, you might be thinking, is this really possible? Or will it actually work for me? The short answer is absolutely, but there's a specific sequence of steps you need to follow closely, and I'm going to walk you through them in detail. Before we jump in, let me ask you this. Did you know that one simple mistake people make can drop their credit score dramatically overnight? Stick around, because I'm going to reveal exactly what that mistake is and how you can avoid it. So let's start with step number 1, checking your credit report. Sounds basic, right? But here's the twist. Most people skip this step entirely or only do it once a year. That's a huge mistake, and here's why. 1 in 5 credit reports contains serious errors according to a study by the FTC. Imagine finding out your score is lower because of a mistake that's not even your fault. Not fair, right? So here's what you do. Head over to annualcreditreport.com, it's completely free, and grab your latest credit report. Check it carefully for any errors or unfamiliar accounts. But what if you do find a mistake? How do you handle it quickly to boost your score? Hold tight. I'm going to cover exactly how to dispute it successfully in a few moments. Moving on to step number 2, paying down your balances strategically. Did you know that your credit utilization ratio, that's how much of your available credit you're actually using, accounts for a whopping 30% of your credit score? Most people think as long as they pay their bills on time, they're safe. But there's more to it than that. Ideally, you want your credit utilization ratio to be under 30%, and even better, under 10%. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if I can't afford to pay down all my debts immediately? Don't worry, there's a powerful trick to instantly lower your utilization without paying off all your debt at once, and I'll share it shortly. First, let's tackle how to dispute an error successfully. The moment you spot an issue on your credit report, here's what you do. Immediately file an online dispute directly with each credit bureau: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. They each have easy-to-use online portals specifically for disputes. Now, here's a critical tip most people don't know. Always include supporting documentation to prove your claim. This can speed up the dispute process dramatically. Typically, the credit bureau has 30 days to respond, but you'll often see corrections much sooner. By correcting these mistakes, many people see their scores jump by 20 to 50 points almost overnight. But we're aiming even higher. So let's talk about that powerful utilization trick I promised earlier. Step number 3 is requesting a credit limit increase. Now wait, before you dismiss this idea, hear me out. Most credit card companies allow you to request a limit increase easily through your online account. And here's the catch. Doing this doesn't mean you're going to spend more. In fact, the whole point is not to spend extra money. Here's why it works so well. By increasing your available credit, your credit utilization ratio immediately drops, even if your balance stays exactly the same. For example, if you owe $2,000 on a card with a $4,000 limit, that's 50% utilization. Not great. But if your credit limit jumps to $8,000, suddenly you're only at 25%. And that's the secret sauce. But here's the important question. Does requesting a credit limit increase hurt your credit score? Not typically, as long as it's a soft inquiry, which is usually the case when requested through your existing credit card company. Still, always double-check to ensure it's a soft pull, because a hard inquiry could temporarily dip your score. Now let's tackle the next critical step, paying off your credit cards in a way that maximizes your credit score boost. Yes, there's actually a strategic way to do this, and if you're not following it, you could be missing out on significant points every month. Most people assume that paying your balance in full every month is all it takes, but there's more to the story. The trick is all about timing. See, your credit card company reports your balance to the credit bureaus once each billing cycle, typically around the statement closing date, not the payment due date. If you want to boost your score fast, pay off or at least reduce your credit card balance before your statement closing date. This way, a lower balance is reported, significantly reducing your utilization ratio instantly. It's such a simple tweak, yet so many people miss it entirely. But here's something even more surprising. Did you know there's a powerful way to add positive credit history to your report without actually opening a new credit card? This trick alone could add serious points to your score in days, not months, and almost nobody talks about it. I'll reveal exactly how you can leverage this secret strategy shortly. But first, have you ever wondered if closing unused credit cards might help your score? It seems logical, but the truth might shock you. So, should you close unused cards to tidy things up? Or could it actually hurt your credit score dramatically? The real answer might surprise you, and knowing it could save you from a costly mistake. Keep watching because up next, I'll share exactly why closing old credit cards could be one of the biggest mistakes you ever make for your credit score, and exactly what you should do instead. You won't believe how simple it is and how quickly it can improve your score. Let's pick right back up where we left off, answering the critical question: should you close your unused credit cards? Here's the truth. Closing old credit cards might actually damage your credit score. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But here's why. When you close a card, you reduce your total available credit. And remember, that bumps your credit utilization ratio up, often significantly. But wait, there's another hidden factor: your length of credit history. About 15% of your credit score depends on how long your accounts have been open. So, shutting down an old card essentially wipes out years of good credit history. Instead, here's what you should do. Keep your older cards open, even if you're not using them regularly. Maybe just put one small recurring expense on them, like a Netflix subscription or a monthly phone bill. Then, set up automatic payments. This keeps your accounts active and maintains a healthy credit history without any effort. Now, let's get back to that powerful trick I hinted at earlier: adding positive credit history instantly. Ever heard of becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card? This strategy can be a massive shortcut to boosting your credit score. And here's exactly how it works. When you become an authorized user, you're essentially borrowing someone else's credit history. But here's the catch. You must choose wisely. Ideally, pick someone who has a solid credit history, low utilization, and a long account age. Think parents, trusted family members, or a responsible spouse. The best part? You don't even have to use the card yourself. Just by being added, their positive history transfers directly to your credit report. I've seen people boost their scores by 50 points or more in weeks by using this simple method. But let's pause here for a second. What about the opposite scenario? Can someone else's bad credit hurt yours if you're an authorized user? Absolutely. If the primary cardholder carries high balances, misses payments, or racks up debt, it can seriously damage your credit score. Always ensure you're choosing someone financially responsible. Now, another powerful tactic almost nobody mentions is step number 5: negotiating outstanding debts. If you have past due accounts, collections, or debts weighing down your score, negotiating them can yield huge improvements very quickly. Here's how. Call your creditor and ask if they'll accept a settlement or a payment plan. Believe it or not, most creditors prefer receiving something rather than nothing. Often, they'll agree to accept less than you actually owe, especially if you're willing to pay quickly. But here's a crucial tip. Before you pay a cent, ask them to agree, in writing, to remove the negative account entirely from your credit report once it's paid. This is called a pay-for-delete agreement, and it's one of the most powerful credit-boosting strategies available. Without this written guarantee, paying off a collection might not boost your score much at all. Let me ask you this. Have you ever considered how your payment history actually impacts your score? Most people know that paying bills on time matters, but did you realize that even one late payment can severely damage your credit score for years? So here's step number 6, setting up foolproof payment reminders or automatic payments. Late payments account for a whopping 35% of your total credit score. Just one late payment can cause your score to plummet, undoing months or even years of good credit habits. Here's the simple fix. Automate everything. Every bill, credit cards, loans, utilities, even phone bills, should be set on autopay or have reliable reminders in place. Trust me, this small step alone can significantly boost your score over time because payment consistency is key. But now you're probably thinking, okay, Sam, all these tips sound great, but how quickly can I actually see results? Great question. And here's the good news. Many of these steps, especially correcting errors and paying down credit card balances strategically, can show results within days or weeks. The authorized user trick, also very fast. Disputes and debt settlements might take a little longer, think a few weeks to a month, but still relatively quick in the world of credit. But before you rush off to implement all these tips, let me reveal one last secret. A hidden scoring factor almost nobody talks about: the credit mix. Yes, your credit mix matters. This means having a combination of different types of credit, like credit cards, auto loans, or mortgages. It's worth around 10% of your score. If you only have one type of credit, adding a different kind can give your score an extra boost. For example, if you only have credit cards, consider a small personal loan or a secured installment loan. It shows lenders you can handle different credit types responsibly. And trust me, lenders love seeing this variety. It signals you're financially savvy and dependable. Now let me turn it over to you. Which of these credit-boosting strategies surprised you the most? Are you already thinking about trying one, or maybe all of them? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. And remember, boosting your credit score isn't just about numbers. It's about creating better financial opportunities for your future. Thanks for spending your time with me today, and as always, stay financially smart. I'll see you in the next video.